you ever wrestled a bear? Not a metaphor, not motivation, an actual bear. Claws that tear through steel, teeth designed to crush bone, 400 pounds of primal violence trying to rip your face off. Khabib Nurmagomedov did. He was 9 years old, and that was just the warm-up. You think you train hard? You think your HIIT sessions and cardio workouts make you dangerous? They do not. They make you an athlete, but they do not make you a monster. In a world of TikTok tough guys, million-dollar recovery pods, and fighters who post more than they punch, there is a terrifying truth nobody wants to accept. 29-0 was not a record. It was an autopsy of an entire sport. Khabib Nurmagomedov did not just win fights. He erased people. He took world-class killers, Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, and turned them into victims begging up for air. He did not compete. He executed. No fancy equipment, no recovery pods, no sports psychologists, just snow, stone, and a father who believed suffering was the only path to greatness. By the end of this video, you will understand the invisible architecture of the eagle. You will see the savage, soul-crushing routine that forged the most dominant force in UFC history. This is not a workout video. This is not a highlight reel. This is the anatomy of a predator. Welcome to Street Fight Science. To understand how Khabib trains, you must understand where he comes from. Dagestan, a republic in southern Russia, nestled in the Caucasus Mountains, one of the poorest, most dangerous, most isolated regions on Earth. No distractions, no nightclubs, no temptations, just mountains, mosques, and martial arts. In Dagestan, wrestling is not a sport. It is survival. It is culture. It is religion. Every village has a wrestling gym. Every child starts training before they can read. Every father dreams of raising a champion, but not every father was Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov. Abdulmanap was a decorated military officer, a judo and sambo champion, and one of the most respected combat sports coaches in Russian history. He did not train fighters. He engineered killing machines. From the moment Khabib could walk, Abdulmanap had one mission: to create the most dominant grappler the world had ever seen. There was no childhood. There was no rest. There was only the process. At age 3, Khabib started movement training. At age 6, he began wrestling. At age 8, his father threw him into a room with a bear cub and gave one instruction: survive. That video exists. A skinny child rolling with a bear, learning to control chaos, learning to stay calm when something stronger is trying to destroy you. Most people watch it and laugh. They think it is a gimmick. They do not understand what they are seeing. Abdulmanap was programming a nervous system. He was teaching his son that fear is a choice, that panic is death, that when something terrifying attacks, you do not run, you control. If you spend your childhood dominating an animal designed to kill you, what is a human being going to do? Nothing. This was not training. This was transformation. Khabib was sculpted in pain, programmed like a weapon, obsessed with destruction. By 12, he was wrestling grown men. By 15, defeating national champions. By 18, untouchable. But the mountains were just the foundation. Every year before his fights, Khabib would leave America. He would leave the world-class facility, the elite coaches, the famous training partners, and return home to the mountains. His camps began at 5 in the morning. Before sunrise, before weakness had a chance to whisper, he would run up mountains, not hills, mountains, carrying weight on his back, breathing thin air that made his lungs scream. One wrong step meant a 1,000-foot fall. Most fighters do cardio on treadmills in air-conditioned gyms. Khabib did cardio where death was one slip away. He trained like the world wanted him dead. At higher elevations, the body adapts by producing more red blood cells. This builds cardiovascular endurance that cannot be replicated in any gym. This is why his opponents always broke first. They were not fighting a man. They were fighting someone who had made friends with suffering long ago. After mountain runs came wrestling practice. Not one partner, 5, 6, 7 fresh bodies rotating in while Khabib stayed on the mat. His father called it the conveyor belt. One wrestler attacks for 5 minutes, taps out exhausted. A fresh wrestler takes his place immediately. Full intensity, no rest. Khabib keeps going, round after round. 45 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes of continuous wrestling against fresh opponents. Most fighters collapse after 15. Khabib was just warming up. This is why his cardio seems supernatural. He trained his body to operate in a dimension of fatigue normal humans never experience. He did not get tired in fights because training was always harder than competition. His father used to say, "Train so hard that the fight feels like rest." Toughness is not born, it is built, brick by brick, rep by rep, mile by mile. Training with rocks was another method, lifting heavy stones, carrying them over distance, building raw strength, grip endurance, and full body power that machines cannot replicate. Body weight exercises in freezing conditions, push-ups, dips, rope climbing until muscles burned and skin cracked. The harsh climate built resilience, mental toughness, the ability to perform when everything is uncomfortable. After wrestling came grappling, sambo, judo, submission chains drilled 1,000 times until they became instinct. Khabib did not think during fights, he flowed. Every position, every transition, programmed into his nervous system through relentless repetition. When Khabib got you to the fence, it was over. That was his kill switch. The Dagestani handcuff. He would trap your arm, wrap your legs, pin your chin against the cage. He did not just control you, he humiliated your ability to fight back. He made you solid so he could break you. He did not fight your hands, he fought your oxygen. He did not fight your technique, he fought your soul. In the octagon, his weight felt like 500 pounds. His grip felt like iron chains. He did not just grapple, he painted on a canvas made of pain and leather. He became a physiological freak who broke the laws of physics. When he fought McGregor, he looked bored. When he fought Poirier, calm. When he fought Gaethje, like a man completing a routine task. Because to Khabib, the octagon was easier than training camp. Now the part nobody sees, the mind. His father raised him with discipline and most people could not survive for a week. No alcohol, ever. Not a sip. In a sport where fighters party after victories, Khabib never touched a drop. No junk food, no cheating. Year-round discipline. Prayer 5 times a day, every day. No exceptions. While other fighters were in clubs, Khabib was in the mountains. While others chased fame, he chased perfection. His father said, "You can have fun or you can be great. You cannot have both." Khabib chose greatness. Western culture focuses on motivation. Dagestan focuses on discipline. Training whether you feel like it or not. Motivation is fleeting. Discipline is permanent. This is why Khabib never cracked under pressure. His mind was forged in the same fire as his body. He was sculpted in darkness, trained in silence, bled in the cold. There is a difference between a champion and a conqueror. A champion can be beaten on the right night. A conqueror cannot be beaten because defeat has been eliminated from their programming. Khabib was a conqueror, but there was one more element, the most important piece, his father. Abdulmanap was the architect of everything, the man behind the monster, every training method, every tactical adjustment, every lesson. It all came from him. When Khabib fought, his father gave instructions that sounded like prophecy. He saw patterns invisible to everyone else. Khabib was not trained by his father. He was created by him. In July 2020, Abdulmanap died. Khabib lost more than a father. He lost his coach, mentor, and guiding light. 3 months later, Khabib fought Gaethje for the championship. Watch that fight. Watch his face when he submits Gaethje. Watch him collapse and cry. He was not crying because he won. He was crying because his father was not there to see it. In that moment, Khabib retired. 29-0, undefeated, at the absolute peak of his powers. He promised his mother he would stop fighting without his father. Unlike most people, Khabib kept his word. He walked away from hundreds of millions, from legacy fights, from everything the sport could offer. Because honor meant more than money, family meant more than fame, his word meant more than championships. That is why he could never be broken. You cannot break a man who is not fighting for himself. You cannot find weakness in a warrior with no ego to exploit. There is a difference between a champion and an executioner. A champion wants the belt. An executioner wants to prove to the devil himself that no man alive can outwork him. So what does this mean for you? You will never train like Khabib. You were not raised in Dagestan. You did not wrestle bears at 9. But you can learn from him. Your training is too comfortable. You take breaks when tired, skip sessions when life gets hard, cheat on your diet when nobody watches. Train for the camera instead of war. Khabib trained like the world wanted him dead. You want to be great? No shortcuts, no easy path. Run when you do not want to. Drill when exhausted, spar when scared. Push past every limit because those limits are lies. The body quits 1,000 times before it fails. The mind gives up before muscles do. You do not need mountains. You do not need bears. You need discipline. Discipline to train when motivation disappears. Discipline to show up every day and do the work nobody sees. This is not training. This is transformation. Most people say they want greatness. They are lying. They want results without suffering. Khabib understood the price. He paid it every day for 20 years. What are you willing to pay? The eagle has flown, but the shadow remains. Champions are measured by belts. Legends are measured by souls they broke. Khabib broke 29. Never bled, never had a scratch. Because he was sculpted in darkness and trained in silence. Go train. Not tomorrow. Today. Run until lungs burn. Drill until muscles scream. Spar until humbled. Greatness is earned in the dark, in the cold, when nobody watches and quitting would be easy. Suffer now. Dominate later. Champions are not measured by how long they hold a belt. They are measured by what they sacrifice to hold it. Khabib sacrificed everything. He retired a legend. What will you sacrifice? If this rewired your brain, subscribe. We dissect combat. We turn you into a student of destruction. Next video, the single biggest mistake fighters make in the first 10 seconds and how it costs them everything. This is street fight science.